Welcome everyone to our class. Today we will start a new chapter. The chapter name is the desert regions. Okay, so let's start. First we will discuss about the desert. Okay, this is the introductions part. Desert cover about 1/5 of the Earth's land area. In the total areas, 1/5 portions is desert, and most of them are centered along the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of These are the two important latitudes. Between them, between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, you can see the most of the desert. Okay, and what is desert? The area where is a very scanty rainfall and the vegetation is very little, that is known as desert regions. Okay, and a desert can be very hot or maybe very cold, maybe very dry, and almost the barren area of this desert. You can see the barren land. Barren means totally blank region. Okay, next one we will discuss about the major desert regions in the world. Okay, here the few name and the few picture is, as you can see, in the world, throughout the world there is a important deserts are there, like the largest desert like the Sahara Desert of North America. You can see the picture here. This is the largest desert of North America, Sahara Desert. Next one, the Colorado Desert is also located in North America, and the Arabian Desert located in the located in the Arabian Peninsula. The Gobi Desert located in China, and the desert, third desert, is located in India, in Asia. Okay, and these are the all desert. These all desert are located in the northern hemisphere. Okay, northern hemisphere. Now we will discuss about the desert of southern hemisphere. There are the few desert of southern hemisphere also located, like the Atacama Desert of South America. You can see the picture. This is the Atacama Desert of South America. Okay, next one, the Kalahari Desert of South Africa. Here the Kalahari Desert of South Africa. And the last one, this is the desert, Great Australian Desert, that is located in Australia. This is the Australian desert. Okay, the red mark you can see here. So these all are the major desert in the world. You have to remember their name. Okay, next we will discuss about the land and the locations. We mainly discuss about the Saudi Arabia. Okay, Saudi Arabia lies in the western part of the Asian continent at the junctions of European, Asian and the African continent. Okay, and here the some of it is prominent neighboring countries like Jordan, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, Yemen, and the Bahrain. Okay, and the Bahrain. Saudi Arabia is the largest country in West Asia, and it's occupy 3/4 of the Arabian Peninsula, and it has the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aqaba on the west and Persian Gulf on the east. Here most important things, oil all oil rich regions lies in the eastern part along the Persian Gulf. Okay, and the country has the world's largest and continuous stretches of dry and the sandy desert, and it is known as Rab al Khali. What is mean is empty water. Okay, empty water. Saudi Arabia is rugged and mountain on the western coastal region. If you want to see the western part of the Saudi Arabia, these are the regions of the rugged and the mountainous. And number 2, central and the eastern Saudi Arabia, mainly plateau and desert regions, and in the some part underground water comes to the surface, which is forming the water bodies, that is called oases. You remember the region in the desert regions where you can find the water there, that regions you also find few fertile soil. So that's why if the fertile part is present there, so the vegetations also grow in that regions. Okay, so oasis is very important for the desert region. Okay, now, and this country this is the also we continue the land and locations. You can see the proper pictures of Saudi Arabia and its neighboring countries. Okay, the country has the world largest continuous stretch of dry and sandy desert. It is known as Rav al Khali, that is already that known as a empty quarter. Okay, next one is here, this is the climate. We will discuss about the climate. The Tropic of Cancer passes through the center of Saudi Arabia. Okay, and most of the Saudi Arabia mainly experience very extreme heat and drought, and in the few places in these regions where there is in the time of summer, the temperature rises above 50 degrees centigrade, and winter are just opposite, extremely cold at that time, and sometimes the temperature goes very below the freezing point. So there is a great difference between in the day and the night. Okay, the temperature variations in the daytime, in the absence of the cloud, that cloud cover allowed the heat to penetrate through the land and making the day very hot. Okay, so in the during the daytime, the Saudi Arabia regions actually very hot, but at the night the desert land become very cold. Why? The climate remains extremely dry and temperature fluctuate from the extremely heat to the during the day, and freezing at the night, freezing cold at the night. So you can see the difference between the temperature of a day to the night. There is a huge fluctuate of the temperature between the day and night. Same as well in the summer, there is a huge temperature in during the summer season, but the winter season the temperature below goes the below the freezing point. Okay, so there is a difference between them also. Here the fluctuate in the temperature makes the rock break and crumble so into the tiny particles. So that's why sand mainly find in the desert regions, and this is the most of the land you can find the sand. That's why this is the mainly sandy region, and sandstorm are very common in this in the desert regions. They blow away the sand blow away from one place to another place, and they forming the sand hill. When the sand blow by the sandstorm, they deposited in one place and they forming sand hills. Okay, that is known as sand dunes. Okay, these sand dunes are not permanent, they keep changing their place because of the sandstorm. Okay, sandstorm. Next one, here in the desert region rainfall is very scanty. So due to the because of the these regions is located far away from the sea. Okay, and the dry offshore wind, the offshore wind, which is the opposite of the oceans or sea, the wind blow, they doesn't have any moistures. Okay, so dry offshore wind blowing over the Saudi Arabia carry very less moistures, and as a result you can see there the no rainfall regions. Okay, now the vegetations, high temperature and the low rainfall have made these regions very dry, and the vegetations here scatters and consists of the hard grass, cacti, thorny bushes. So this kind of plant you can find there. These plants are adaptive to the harsh climate. The grass have long root and that penetrate through the ground to get water, and cacti, you all of you know the cactus type of plant. They have thick and fleshy stem to hold the moisture, and most of the desert plant have either very thin or leaves or no leaves at all, because they prevent the water from the evaporating from their surface. Okay, and in the few regions the date plums are grow in the around the oases, where you can find oases because they present the water and groundwater available there, and the soil is also fertile, so you can easily find the date plum tree on that these regions. Okay, understood all of you? I hope all of you understood up to this topic. Class we will continue this chapter, we will discuss about the animals' life as well as the life of the people in desert regions. Okay, I hope all of you understood. If you have any queries, please let me know in comment below, and if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe my channel. Thank you.